I am 77 years old, and I need to tell you something most people never figure out until it's too late. Everything you're running toward right now won't give you what you think it will. Not the money, not the title, not the house, not the applause. I know, because I ran toward all of it. For 50 years, I ran. And when I finally arrived, there was nothing there. The Stoics understood something that took me a lifetime to learn. Epictetus said it clearly. Seek not that the things which happen should happen as you wish, but wish the things which happen to be as they are, and you will have a tranquil flow of life. In other words, stop demanding that life give you what you want. Start making peace with what life gives you. I did the opposite for 50 years. I grew up poor, watched my father work himself into the ground, watched people treat him like he was invisible. I made a decision at 10 years old. That will not be me. I will matter. I will make people respect me. So I worked 60, 70 hours a week. I missed my children growing up, missed dinners, missed the moments that don't come back. By 52, I had the corner office, my name on the door, people calling me sir. And I sat there one afternoon, door closed, staring out the window, thinking, this is it. This is what I gave up everything for. I felt nothing. Not relief, not pride, not peace. Nothing. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his private journal, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." He was the most powerful man on earth when he wrote that. And I was a vice president, sitting in a corner office, feeling completely empty. He understood, at the height of his power, what I couldn't understand after 50 years of chasing. That nothing outside of you will ever complete you. Not because the world is cruel, but because that was never how it worked. I wasn't chasing money. I wasn't chasing titles. I was chasing a feeling. The feeling of being enough, of mattering, of being worthy of the space I took up in this world. And I believed that if I just achieved enough, climbed high enough, I would finally feel it. The Stoics would call this foolishness, not cruelty, foolishness. Because that feeling was never outside of me. It was a decision, a simple, brutal, difficult decision. To accept that I was already enough, already worthy, exactly as I was. I could have made that decision at 25. I made it at 73. 48 years, chasing something that required no chase at all. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little who is poor, but the man who always craves more." That was me. Always craving, always measuring, always looking at the next mountain after reaching the top of the last one. The finish line kept moving, and I kept running. That is not ambition. That is a trap. The same blindness cost me the best years of my marriage. I thought my role was to provide, give her the house, the security, the stability. So I provided, completely, relentlessly. But she didn't want the house. She wanted me. Present, focused, there. She told me once, "William, I don't need the money. I need you to look at me. I need you to actually be here." And I thought I was being there. I was confusing providing for someone with being present for someone. The Stoics understood this distinction. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself constantly about presence, about attention, about showing up fully to the life in front of him. Not the life he was building, the life he already had. I learned that lesson 40 years too late. Here is what I observe now at 77. The people who are still miserable are still chasing, still comparing, still keeping score, still waiting for something outside of them to shift so they can finally feel okay inside. And they will wait until they die. The people who have found peace stopped waiting, not because life became easier, because they made a stoic decision to want what they already have, to be where they already are, to accept what they cannot change and move with intention through what they can. Epictetus again.
Hold my line!
Make
Shields
the
up!
best use of what is in your power and take the rest
Hold
as it
full,
happens.
full.
That is the
No
whole
retreat.
philosophy, right there, in one sentence. Here is the trap I need you to understand clearly. You believe that once you get the thing, the anxiety disappears. It does not. I paid off my house at 58. I thought I would finally feel free. The fear simply found something new to attach itself to. Because the fear was never about the house. The fear was inside me. And it followed me everywhere until I faced it directly. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." The fear does not leave when your circumstances improve. The fear leaves when you change. When you decide, today, that you are okay regardless of what tomorrow brings. That is an inside job.